He's got a big brain, Eric, that's his name. A Fortnite quest, he's seeking fame in the state tournament. He aims to win, representing New You. He'll defeat the sin with his skills and strategy.
What does sleeping have to do with it?
Well, it's like anything. In other words, the body, your body is like, you can think of it like a battery. And then sleeping is a recharge is what it does. There's things taking place with the real awareness and the other five bodies that help the physical body rejuvenate, just like eating food or whatever. If you're starving or if you need things to drink, the physical body needs certain things to operate because the physical realm is very heavy. It's very heavy, it's very solid, it's very impacting, it's very agitating. All creation is agitation. It doesn't matter if it's happiness, love, thrills, pain, agony, suffering, depression. It's all agitation to wake you up. Now look at the sun shining. Again, I'm always going to compare because this is an easy comparedness to you. I can't tell you what life is because you have to recognize that. So again, that's invisible. And so again, is the air you breathe agitated? Is the sun agitated? No, but you are every day, all the time. You like living a life of agitation?
Like, I don't sleep like that much because like I've got a lot of Monster, and like Monster's pretty good. But like the reason I was asking was because like you mentioned that like if this was sorry.
No, it doesn't matter. You decide your life. That's your personal life. Just like you decide what clothes you're going to wear every day, what you're going to eat, what you're going to think. That's your personal life. Okay, it doesn't matter. And so again, what are you comparing that to? That people sleep more, or they sleep less, or whatever? So again.
No, I was trying to ask that like you asked me if it was something that happened in my dreams, and like I was trying to ask if like am I supposed to be dreaming? Because like I don't really like dream. It's just like weird stuff that happens. Because I figure like experiences.
Of course it is. It's all weird because you don't understand the language. When you were 3 years old, or 2 years old, or even 1 year old, if you can remember back that far and your parents were talking, well, you didn't understand what they were saying. But now you do. But then you didn't understand because, again, you weren't aware enough to understand it. And so, again, you're not aware enough to understand all these strange things that are happening to you. But your mind is set up a certain way now that it kind of, it normalizes everything. In other words, you look at 100 years ago, 150 years ago, when did the poisons start coming around? When does everything start to really become poison to where everything is poison today? Everything you touch, everywhere you are, the house you're in, whatever, everything is poison. Everything is carcinogenic to your physical body, okay? Does that make sense? But it's become a standard that, we need poisons to survive. Well, that's nuts. Look at the birds. Do they agree to that? No, they have to deal with it. What I'm saying is that you've normalized yourself according to the system that controls you. You are completely controlled by the system you're in. You have no say, even though you think you do, because you think independent. No, you have no say because you don't know where else to go. You can't go anywhere else. You have to stay in the system. The system controls you. So I'm showing you how to get through the system, okay, and to have a real point of view and to have a real freeness that does not exist here. There's no such thing as freedom. That's all fake. There's no such thing as freedom in creation because you're in cause and effect. And as long as you're in cause and effect, you're going to be agitated. So step by step, I'm showing you how to get through this agitation or you stay in it. You see? So you're being watched, and that's a hint to you, okay? So what is it that's watching you? Is it Big Brother? Is it something else? You know, what's
I feel like
going
my
on?
mom. She like barges in on my room.
It could be your mom, etc. So again, these things are going to happen because you're in creation just like anything, you know, and sometimes, you know, the internet works and sometimes it doesn't. Well, it's not a perfect system. And so that's just how it is. So again, but we're dependent upon it, are we? And when the lights go out, well, we don't know what to do. For the most part, we don't know what to do. But as long as they're on, we think we know what to do. So again, as you come upon this, as you get real guidance, if you're really looking for it, and that's up to you, how you decide you're going to take part with this, okay? So again, if something that I'm saying doesn't make sense to you, then the heck with it. But if it does, there's a lot more to it that can help you out so that you can survive better through this, because it's going to take a lot, because the future is going to constantly change here, and it's going to constantly get worse. The agitation is going to get worse and worse and worse. So it's never going to get better because it's not decided to. Overall, people are agreeing to worse than they are to better, even though they want better, but they're not doing it. They're actually deciding for it to get worse, but they don't recognize how they're deciding it. That's the difference, you see? That's the difference. So when people go drive their cars and pollute the air, they're just thinking, well, everybody does that, and gasoline's a good thing. We need more gasoline. Well, no, what you're saying is we need more poison in the air, so we just keep poisoning each other, etc. See, but again, people don't, you know, they're not thinking along those lines. They're wanting to drive their new car, and they just want to fill it up and drive. So
I don't
again,
have a license if that means I'm a step ahead.
and again, remember, you're in creation, everything's made up. The birds don't have licenses. They fly wherever they want. They don't have pilot license.
Oh shit, wait, you're right. I didn't think about that.
Who created that? You know, they fly wherever they want.
You're so right.
The law like doesn't exist then, right? Like I could go buy weed and like not get in trouble.
Doesn't mean you won't get in trouble, Duane. It means you can do whatever you want, like a bank robber, but the consequences are there. You have to deal with it. But again, you can do whatever you want. Doesn't mean
I see.
consequences, okay? Again, you're in cause and effect creation, all right? There are consequences for what you do. You have to learn to understand creation. This is what people in so-called positions, different authority positions, or so-called power are thinking, that they can do whatever they want and they don't have to deal with the law of cause and effect, which is the old term is karma. Oh yes, they do. They have to face everything. And so maybe not this lifetime, they will have to face it. So nobody gets away with anything, because you've already set in the motion, the cause, and the effect will eventually show up in some way. If you hurt somebody or stole something, maybe it'll show up as a disease. Later on, you'll get cancer, whatever. It will show up in some way, because that's how cause and effect is. There's no fooling it. It's automatic. Yeah, nobody gets away with nothing. So this is where you learn to, pay attention, so that you quit creating these effects that bother you and get into the real awareness, all right, and seeing things. And then you learn to offset your causes and your old karma, etc. So to where that's where you can bypass a lot of things by doing that. But otherwise, until you learn how to do that, you're stuck with it. And so the real guys, Rebazar, and that will help you as they see that you're motivated, just like your parents will, if you're motivated to do better, they'll pay for your way in college and let you have free rent in the house. But if you're not going to go to college or do anything, then they're going to kick you out and say, get a job.
Oh no, my parents are chill though.
Yeah. Well, everybody's parents is different. That's just an example. So again, what makes sense? When birds in the natural environment, when the bird is ready, the mother knows. and whether the bird likes it or not, kicks the bird out of the nest, fly or die. That's it. And if the bird hits the ground and dies, the mother is not concerned because, again, she did her part. Now you're supposed to learn to fly, and most of them do. Some of them die. That's how it is. But, the mother's not concerned because, again, she did her part. But people are different. Yeah.
Right, but it's like my mom though is like it's like if the mama bird had would give like frozen pizzas like every other night or so. It's pretty chill.
Well, that's fine. Again, that's your personal life. Those are your personal decisions. The focus is here on your real awareness and activating that, being able to recognize that, and that the only way that the real you can succeed is when it starts recognizing itself and its position with what life is, all life, more so than just creation. That's the bigger picture. Otherwise, it stays lost with the personal self and has no recognition and just has to basically do the routines of the personal self lifetime after lifetime and just go through the unknownness and watches the personal self suffer. That's it, because that's all you're going to do is just suffer. Everything ends up suffering.
I suffered one time when I burned my tongue on a hot pocket.
Well, you're so young, you got plenty of time.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, you'll find out because you'll be experiencing it.
Oh man, does that mean my WoW sub's gonna run out? Oh shit, I gotta renew it.
You're on planet Earth. Let's see, you're on planet Earth. The whole place is poisoned every day. There's atomic weapons. Let's see, there's wars going on. The police want to ticket you, put you in jail. You got Wi-Fi that's going to go to 10G. You're going to be walking around like the Walking Dead. Well, I would say that, yeah, you have a lot of challenges coming up.
Oh, 10G. It's like double.
But once I win the presidency and destroy the United States, things will be a lot better.
Well, again, that's a dream until it's real.
You got this, Eric.
Oh, it's going to be real, all right.
Well, again, you can add all the words you want to it, Eric, but look at where you are right now.
Honestly, I'm the best presidential candidate of the three.
That's what everybody says, Eric. But you see, it's like a man with no money saying that, oh, I will give to the poor and all that. But as soon as he gets the money, everything changes. Doesn't care about the poor or whatever. It's all about him.
Okay. So what if, as part of my my campaign, I say instead of, because I don't really need the money. I'm happy enough as is. So maybe we could get a big hole dug, and we could throw all the extra money in there.
Well, of course, that doesn't make sense, but if you want to do it, you can do whatever you want. Again, remember, you want to repeat this many times and practice it. All life is awareness. Now, what you're talking
awareness.
Yeah, what you're talking about is
all
something.
Life is awareness.
Yeah. And what you're talking about is something in creation. So
all life is awareness.
Yeah, all life is awareness. Yeah.
All life is awareness.
It's not thinking, and it's not creating. It's awareness.
All life is awareness.
Yeah.
All life is awareness.
Yeah. See, that's cool. But to recognize that, there's your 50 years. You got the idea, you got the label,
life is awareness.
You have the reference, but you do not have the recognition. Now, tell somebody that. All life is awareness. They're going to go, what are you talking about? See, because their programmed mind will not relate to that. It can't relate to that because it doesn't know what you're talking about. Now you know. Now, to figure it out, to recognize it, that's the big journey. Yeah. That's what we're doing, a step at a time here. This is your funny little experiences. So again, do the new you, watch your real side experience, because that's where the real guides take you out of the personal self and give you an experience.
All life is awareness.
Yeah, give you an experience to give you objective views about yourself. So little by little, you become more aware. You see? Now you become more aware in the personal sense. You become more aware with your real awareness, and you learn to recognize the difference between the two, so that the little self helps the real awareness, and the real awareness helps the little self wake up. You help yourself wake up. And others will help you too when you hang around the right crowd. But if you just hang around people who are done, don't care about nothing, well, you're going to finally realize they're duh, and that you don't, you're not recognizing anything. So again, find a new group, whatever, but that's your choice. That's why I hold the Skypes, because I've also learned from the people that step up and have experiences, wonderful real side experiences. They're very focused. So when you collaborate with others that are interested, you're going to learn. But if you shut them out,
I'm collaborating with you.
then there's just you. So again, the thing is, do the new you, all right, and things accordingly. So again, you decide, but tell your friend here, Duane, too, do the new you at night and watch your dreams and write them down. And then
Does that mean I have to sleep though?
Well, whenever you sleep, or your daydreams, whatever you want.
All life is awareness.
Yeah, all life is awareness.
Oh, true.
It's not just mechanical routines. Remember, you've been brought up and programmed. You've been programmed to think like you do. Now I'm showing you how to see more than what you've been programmed with. You. A little new you from Ava. Ava there? Ava, sweetie.
No.
He's got a big brain. He's got a big brain.